Hey Mike, you want to talk about Bigfoot Discovery Day?
Yes, because I've had a number of people contact me and ask when Bigfoot Discovery Day V is going to happen. The last couple of years it happened in the month of October, and we originally had planned to have a Bigfoot Discovery Day this year, but I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you about all of this. I was planning for Bigfoot Discovery Day to be able to announce that we had proof of Bigfoot. And of course that has to do with Melba Ketchum's DNA project going on in Texas. And the reason I felt that was going to be the case is because of we had given her a sample ourselves, and that was over a year ago. When she spoke on a radio broadcast, she said she'd have it out by the spring at the very latest. And so we were waiting for this evidence, and I think that, well, it's just my opinion that right now, most of the people in the Bigfoot community, those of you out there who keep up with all this, I believe that most people right now are just dying to know what the results are of that test in that lab in Texas, what the Ketchum project is going to reveal. And so I think just about anything else having to do with Bigfoot, unless it's also something incredibly revealing, is going to be anticlimactic, and that most people just aren't going to care that much. You know, I mean, great, we could have a Bigfoot Day, and we can have some of the people come back who've been here before, or somebody who's just published a new book or something. But I think in light of this awareness of all the DNA evidence that has been collected, I think that's where people want to know about. And so I decided that we're going to hold off Bigfoot Discovery Day V, until we have something about DNA to discuss. And I'm going to look into doing that. And what I have in mind is to see if I can get a person to come and build a conference around DNA by having someone from the scientific community perhaps come and speak about DNA, and someone who's up on the latest knowledge of DNA having to do with the Neanderthal DNA, having to do with the Denisovan DNA, and having to do with the fact that both of those things show up in modern haplogroups, indicating that two types of ancient hominids crossbred with modern Homo sapiens. We know now that that happened, so the idea of a Bigfoot is so much more plausible than it was prior to this knowledge, I mean scientifically speaking. So we now have genetic proof of crossbreeding between ancient human forms and modern human forms. So there you have it. That's very likely what Bigfoot's going to turn out to be, as the result of some of those matings. So now, as we're waiting, we need to start to learn more about DNA and how this could be possible and what that would mean. And it just may mean that we're going to have to redefine humanness. It may mean that we're going to have to redefine races. It may mean that we're going to have to think again about who the Constitution is written about. Is it written about all the sentient beings on the planet, or just the ones that are considered Homo sapiens sapiens? So if there's others among us that are related to us by blood and are nearly the same as us, and the only difference being that they don't subscribe to technology, what are the repercussions of that, and what would be their rights, and so forth on the planet? So hopefully Discovery Day V can happen perhaps in the spring of next year, unless we come up with something really earth-shattering before that. But we definitely want to have the subject be Bigfoot DNA and the implications of Bigfoot being possibly related to modern-day humans in some way.